Hello everybody, please excuse my croaking voice, it keeps coming backwards and forwards, so if I'm croaky like this I do apologise, but I will try and make it, if I can, come back. Right, first of all I'm going to do royal jelly on my lips. It's royal jelly lip treatment as an SPF 15 and it's an Asda one. And this is the best lip balm I have come across in ages. So we'll just start that before I forget. Because my lips are really, well, my bottom lip is really dry. Top one doesn't get dry, which is strange, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've got such a big bottom lip. I don't know, it's always pretty out. But there you go. So we'll put that on there. Right, we're going to do a full face of makeup today, including foundation, I think. Now, the eye palette I'm going to use is a sleek, it was a limited edition Sparkle 2 palette. It came out, must be 3 years ago, could even before. I've dropped it. But if you, I shall kick it under the table so I don't put my foot on it. But if you look on eBay, you can often pick them up. Now, it is sparkly, but it's not too sparkly. Now, the colours we're going to use are this one, which is mulled wine. This one on the end, which is chocolate penny. And probably a little bit of this one, which is gold ribbon. So, we will start, or try to start. Glasses off first, would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And I'm going to use Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. Please excuse any grey hair that you may see. And I know my hair needs a wash, so please don't tell me anyone that thinks they're being kind. Because I'm trying to wait until a couple of days' time when I'm going to colour my hair first thing in the morning and then going to the hairdressers for about 11:15. So I sort of want to try and, you know, make it last a little bit longer, because I don't want to have to wash it too many times when the colour's first on. And then I'm going to use Wet n Wild's Brulee. Let me zoom you in a little bit to set that down. It's quite a wet eye primer, that one. Right. And then I'm going to use a MAC paint pot in Indian wood, just on my mobile lids. And it's this goldy colour. Just going to put that down as a little bit of a base. Just checking to see if I'm still in the frame. Because I don't want to be down here like that, because you can't see anything, can you? Just like that. Oh, what time did we start? Right, 9:25. My goodness me, I'm really on the ball this morning. A little bit further up, I think. Right, and then put the lid on this. And then I'm going to use Natural Collection milk chocolate for my transition colour. Oh, the correct words are coming out at the moment. Don't jinx it, Caroline. And I'm going to put that through my crease. Hope you can see me well. Needed to move my, oh sorry, just slipped off my stool. Needed to move the mirror slightly so I can see a little bit better. Yeah, this morning I was just, I had the computer on and I was going through some videos of people that don't make videos anymore. And yeah, I was just wondering why. They just sort of disappeared with no explanation of why they've gone. There's a couple of people I used to like to watch, and one of them was a well, I thought was a friend. You know, she lived in America, but I thought we sort of made a little bit of a friendship going, and it's just disappeared off. And right, I'm going to, and never to be seen again. I'm going to use MAC Swiss chocolate. I want to make it a little bit more, a little bit darker. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit darker than that one. Warms it up a little bit. More on the outside really than anything else. Just going to use my finger just to blend a little bit. I'll go in and blend that properly in a little while. Right, I am going to use the mulled wine one on my lid, on my outer lid, because that is where I want to put it. I'm going to pop that. Can't remember how much fallout. Not too bad, I don't think. Is with these shadows. Not too bad. Because obviously I haven't used these since last year, because they are a little bit sparkly. So I'm going to go halfway across, and I'm going to go in with gold penny. Was it chocolate penny? It was chocolate penny, was it? Chocolate penny? Chocolate penny. I'll go a little bit further on that side, try to do it on this side too. Oh dear, never mind. brush. And then we'll go in with the chocolate penny and in the corner. Well, not quite in the corner because it's going out onto my lid as well. Like so. Right. And then I'm going to get a blending brush. Move you up a little bit. And then I'm going to blend out the top edge a little bit. So, where's my brush cleaner? Still using my brush thingy, because I've just blended that and it's such a dark colour. This brush would have picked up some of that colour. I don't want to transfer it over to the other side because it will add more colour on this side, which I don't want at the moment because it would make it different. I'm just going to blend there just a little. And then I am going to let's get a little bit more of the milk chocolate. Oops, it's dropped out. From Natural Collection. Need to glue that back in. And a little bit more above the colour there. Yeah. Just a quick, easy eye look really. And then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Brulee and do the brow bone. And there is some fallout of the glitter. Not too much of the colours come down, but the glitter has popped down a little bit onto my face. Oh, itchy nose. Right, I have a that one is quite a few bits of eyeshadow on there. I had a wet wipe there, but I'll get a clean wet wipe and I will just give that a wipe. I don't think I'm going to manage to get all of it off, but then it is a Christmas look, so if we get a little bit of glitter in and about, it's not such a problem, is it? Really. Right. Right, I'm going to do a blackish grey glitter liner, which is a MAC liner, and it's called Little Black Bow. And it's a greyish black, and it has this glitter running through it. So I thought, you know, I'll keep that going with that. And I'm going to do this eye first, because it's the most annoying eye. And that brush doesn't want to work. I just cleaned it and it's not picking up the product. I'll get a different one. There we go. I used spot cleaned it with my alcohol. And I thought it would have been dry by now, but obviously it's not. There we go. And that ties, because I have a grey sweater on as well, so that ties the grey into my sweater a little bit. Okay. And I'll let that set, and then I'll curl my lashes. In the meantime, I'm going to do my foundation. First of all, I'm going to use the Nivea for Men Sensitive Post Shine Balm as my primer. I'll loosen this scarf out of the way. I don't want this video to be too long, I don't want to bore you to death. So just to put enough in the palms of your hand and then rub your hands together and apply it to your face. Oh, my brows are by NYX Micro Pencil in ash brown. Like so. And then I'll give this a shake. It is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Effect Radiant Glow SPF 15 in Ivory. Don't want to get foundation on it. Alright, I'm going to do a couple of pumps the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use my finger and just pop those around my face. Like that. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques blender, damp blending sponge. And I'm just using it like I'm not bouncing it, I'm just using it like this. Be very careful not to wipe my brows off. Gosh, I haven't worn foundation in ages. There we go. And then I'm going to use Maybelline Anti-Age rather, the Eraser Eye Perfect Cover Concealer in Light. Under the eyes. Some really dark circles at the minute, just around my nose. And across my chin. Don't need very much. Then I'm going to use the pointy end and just blend that in. So my glasses are making a red mark on the side of my nose. I'm bouncing this a little bit rather than spreading it this time round. And then I'm going to use Essence All About Matte powder and just use a small Real Techniques brush, I don't know what this is, rubbed off, just to put that on in the areas under my eye, just where I need a little bit extra to, and then I'm going to use this is a Jessop's tapered face brush. It's quite a big-ish brush. Then just carefully, just a little bit, just around the face. And then I am going to then contour my face with the Rimmel, this is Kate Moss. I'm going to use obviously the contour colour in the middle. And just from the top of the ear down towards, oh I've got a stiff neck, down towards the mouth. Like that. Then I go up. Excuse the grey hair, like I said, and gently over the top. And just blend that as best you can on the top of the ear. Obviously knock off the excess and start with the most colour up here, not down here. My jumper is hanging my neck. Like so. And I'm going to be a little bit contour down my nose, just a little bit. And the blush I'm going to use is an Essence blush, and it's a matte touch blush, and it's called Bury Me Up. Like that. Oh, and I can bring a blusher brush. I use the Real Techniques stippling brush. Just a pretty berry colour. And just I think I've got that. Sorry, my neck is hurting. And then I'm going to highlight with Fiona Styles Highlighting Trio set. I'm going to use the pink one on this end. And just blend that around there and up around my eye in like a C shape. Just on the top of the blush, trying not to go onto the wrinkly area under your eyes. And I'm going to take that down the centre of my nose, a little bit up there, and top lip, Cupid's bow, like that. Right. Put my scarf back on. Helps with my neck a little bit. Right, now my liner is set, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes carefully. Like so. I'm going to use my Eveline SOS Lash Booster. This is the white mascara. This has really helped my lashes grow and really help them. If you remember in previous videos I had a gap there. The gap is still there, but there are lashes growing at the base, which they've come on really quickly, much quicker than they would have done beforehand. Right. So, I'm not doing my bottom lashes, and I'm not keen on having mascara on my bottom lashes. I know it seems to be the thing at the moment, but I don't. On me personally, I don't like it. Right, I'm using. Oh, what is this? Rimmel Argan Oil mascara in black. Right. So. Nearly poked myself in the eye. I blinked and caught the bristles. I think I've managed not to, because these are quite big bristles. It's quite a chunky brush, and you have to be really careful. It is watering a little bit, but I don't think it's going to overwater. Then I'm going to use Max Factor's 2000 calorie mascara in waterproof. These are my two favourite mascaras to use together. They work really well, on me anyway. There we go. Right. This side. Put some colour underneath my bottom lashes. Right. There we go. Lost my palette. Brush. There we go. That's a bit too long. Let me find the brush I usually use. It's annoying when you can't find it. There we go. I'm going to go in with the mulled wine on the outer edge. Hopefully I don't drop too much onto my face. The outer edge. Like so. And then on the other side. then brush off with that brush because it's a really good brush. It's an elf smudge brush, small smudge brush. It's a really, really good one for doing this sort of thing. Then I'm going to use chocolate penny underneath. To join that up. Like so. And then I am going to use a small Techniques detailer brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of this, what was this gold colour? Golden ribbon. What was this colour? I'm just trying to give you a swatch. It doesn't want to. Yeah, I think you can see that. There you go, the gold colour. And I'm going to just pop that just on the inner corner. Baron, what's the matter? He's having a bit of a whinge. We've got work going on in the back because we live back onto some woods, and there's the Northumbrian water thing out there, and they're doing some work because they're building more and more houses around us, and they've got a load of heavy equipment keeps going past the front door. What are you doing? You can hear his feet. There you go. I've just put a little bit of that in there. Right. Brush. Had hairbrush. You can see the mess on this tape. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, my lipstick. I'll just pop my glasses on. Lipstick I'm going to use is a number 7, and the liner I'm going to use is an Essence liner, and that is in Soft Berry. So a little bit of rub to, it's gone now. So I'm going to line my lips in Soft Berry from Essence. It's sharpening. Where's the right side? You being good, Baron? He's wagging his tail. Hello. Hello. Don't know if you can see him. Let's see if I can show you. Baron, where are you? Baron. Baron. Come here, look. Here. Baron. Come here. There you go. Baron. There you go. You haven't seen him for a while. Oops. I've loosened you off too much. Right. I'll move you. Oh. I'll get you wound back in now. Sorry, excuse me, I've got to stand up. Done it. You were wobbling all over the place. Right. You've been on camera for Christmas. There you go. So I'm going to line, and then I'm going to fill in. When you must do that. Look, it's really needs sharpening. And then where's the lid? And then the number 7 lipstick is called Deep Plum. And that is the colour. There's a swatch and the lip liner next to it. Right. Baron. He's licking his feet and he knows he's not supposed to. There we go. There we are. All done. I think I need a little bit more. My Cupid's bow. Can't get into them. Helps if you open it on the right side. I use my finger. There we go. And there you are. I will straighten you up a little bit and zoom you in a little. Oops, that's out. There you go. It's my eyes. Quite a smoky looking eye. You could smoke it out a little bit more if you put a little bit of black, which there is a black in this palette, but I need to go out today, so I didn't want to smoke it out too much. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous smoky black with lots and lots of glitter. It is a really nice black. It's a really, really nice black and very, very glittery. Now this one does drop on your face, but I didn't want a lot of glitter dropping on me. You just get all this off the back of my hand while I have my wet wipe out, cleaning my black finger. So yeah, what I do if I was going to do that was just probably use my finger actually and dab it on the outer corner. You could use one of these, you could use your eye drops as a fixer, or a spray of face setting spray, or if you have the real stuff like this. Where is it? Yeah, I have one of these glitter fixing gels. If you have one of these, you can use that on your brush and make your eyeshadow damp and use it that way, and you get a little bit less fallout. But yeah, I hope you like this look. I think I've got a little bit more gold on that side than I've on the other side, I think. I don't know, maybe they're even. So there you go. I'll zoom you out a little bit. Yeah. So I've got no earrings in again. Half dressed again. Sorry about that. So I will see you in another video very, very soon. So bye bye for now.